Okay, formulating a participation strategy. Because a firm need to take into account several issues. The first is the basic function of each participation strategy. The second one is strategic consideration, intent, product, and markets. And the third one is how best to support the company multinational strategy. Okay, first I will explain about the decision on export strategy. Okay, so decision for export strategy. Okay, to select the export strategy, the first question is, does management need to control sales, customer credit, and sale of the product? If yes, the management need to control the sale, customer credit, and sale of the product. It should choose direct exporting. So actually, for the firm that do not choose to use the indirect export, they have a dedicated export department or division. So this department will sell, promote, and liaise with the foreign customer. So many of the company have their own departments, export departments. So this department are responsible to do the promotion of the product, to liaise with the foreign buyers, and to liaise in terms of order and shipment, to prepare and send invoice, to manage the export related documents for the importer, and to check on the customer credit status, and also requesting for letter of credit. So number two, the question is, does the company have resources to create position to manage export operation? So if the company do not have the resources to create position to manage export operation, so they need to choose for indirect exporting. So some firm, they only have few resources to commit to export activities. So this firm, usually they will find exporting very complex, very complicated, because they have less contact and also less experience. Okay, so the firm should use indirect exporting, which is to use the intermediary to help them to sell the product in the target market. Okay, for example, like the Export Management Company, short form EMC, or Export Trading Company, the ETC. These two organizations can help establish the marketing presence in the foreign market by getting the order from foreign customer on behalf of the manufacturer. So these are the intermediary that help to support of getting orders of customer in the target market. Okay, so the third question, does the company have the resources to design or to execute the international promotional activities? Okay, if they don't have the resources to help in terms of promotional activity, yes, they can use the indirect exporting. So they can use either the EMC or ETC as the international trade intermediary that represent the manufacturer. So both the ETC and EMC can support the manufacturer with the promotional and marketing activities in the target market. So both of these organizations are capable in finding the foreign buyer for the manufacturer's product. Okay, so the fourth question here, does company have resources to support extensive international travel or an expatriate sales force? So if they have the resources to do so, so they can choose for a direct exporting. So firm that have a sales team on their own will help to do marketing and promotion for the company internationally. So they have their own sales team to do the marketing and promotion for their company internationally. So the sales team, usually they will participate in a trade show or trade fair. So this is a good starting point for the company that want to promote their product or services to the potential foreign buyer. The company also have these sales representative that will attend the trade fair so that they can make a personal visit, and also to the foreign retailer or seller to promote the company product. So the fifth question, does the company have the time to develop their own overseas contact and network? If they don't have time and expertise to do it, so better they choose indirect exporting. For example, like EMC. Okay, EMC, for example, they have a deep understanding about the cultural, political, legal, and economic condition of the target market. EMC also has a wide array of commercial and political contact, okay, in the target market. So this can help to facilitate the business activity on behalf of their clients. Okay, so the last question, will time and resources affect domestic operations? So for this situation, to choose for direct exporting, okay, the company that apply direct exporting, they are committed to sell their product directly to customer without using intermediaries. Okay, so they choose direct exporting, and they will take the full responsibility for getting the goods to the customer lah, to the target market. So direct exporting is very challenging because the firm need to handle every aspect of the exporting process, beginning from the market research to do the planning, the distribution, and also payment collection. Okay, so there's a lot of commitment and time management and attention to be required to achieve good result. Okay, so this way is one of the approach where the firm want to it's the best way for the firm to achieve maximum profit for a long term growth. So the advantages of direct export for the company, it include more control over the export process. Everything they can monitor on their own, and they are expecting for more or higher profit, and they will have a closer relationship to the overseas buyer, and they have the opportunity to learn how to boost their competitiveness. Okay, so company have to devote more time, more resources, more manpower by using this direct exporting compared to if let's say they use the indirect exporting. Okay, for the decision to do licensing, okay, there are basically three factors that the firm need to look into, which is the characteristic of the product. Okay, so if they want to license their product, so better they choose the product that is old, product that are older or soon to be replaced. Okay, firm usually would not give their potential competitor the latest technology or innovation, okay, bagi yang lama, okay, the old technology, because although the old technology might not be so attractive anymore in the home market, but they are still attractive in the foreign market. Okay, so in addition, in a situation whereby the foreign market want the old technology and there are still not many competitors that use that technology, so it's better for you to use licensing so that you can promote your product or penetrate to the new market. Okay, number two, the characteristic of the target country. So although the exporting is less cost, okay, it is easy. However, the firm need to understand that they need to face a trade barrier imposed by the target countries such as tariff and quota. So all these trade barrier will add more cost, and this will cause the exporting to be unprofitable. So example like Xerox from US, if they enter through exporting, the government in Japan will charge high import tax. So by licensing their photocopier technology to Fuji, Japan, so the company can avoid the tariff and quota barriers. Okay, in a situation like types of product there are certain product like military, okay, military product for security reason, they need to be produced locally. The firm can sell their technology, and the firm can at least earn some profit lah. Okay, setting up a business in other country also require a lot of investment and risk. Political instability, okay, war, okay, and threat of government to take over the business can cause big losses to the firm. If they choose the licensing, the only thing that they have to face is the risk of losing the licensing income only. Okay, sometimes the market, sometimes the firm want to enter the market, but the market is too small, so not worth it for the company to set up business there because it will involve a lot of investment, money or capital. So in this situation, they can choose for licensing, okay, because they can penetrate new market and still earn some profit. Okay, and last point here, the last factor is nature of the licensing company. So company may lack of resources to go international. So by penetrating the new market through licensing, firms do not have to manage the international operation. Okay, so it will be handled by the licensee lah. Okay, they no need to think about how to operate the foreign subsidiaries, how to adapt the product, okay, which is complex, costly lah. So all the responsibility will be handled by licensee. So licensing is a low cost option and commonly applied by small medium company lah. They don't want to take a lot of risk. Okay, so for firm that have many varieties of product, they can license their sideline product sampingan lah, not their key or important product. Okay, so this is to protect their technology from being copied by potential competitors. Not important or sideline product, yes, they can actually offer it to be licensed to the other company lah. Alright, okay, that's it for chapter 7.